Hi Aquarius, I hope that everybody's doing well. To all of the new subscribers and everybody sharing the videos and liking it and all of that, so things are spreading around, I just wanted to say thank you and also welcome if you are new. Also welcome to the people that have been around as well. I hope that everybody's doing well. We are going to be checking in energetically, seeing what's going on. Anything that might be upcoming as well for Aquarius. I'm getting this sense of almost like you don't know what to do. You don't know what you want to do, how you want to move in regard to some sort of opportunity. I'm hearing monument, maybe a monumental moment. What's going on here? Okay, so for some of us, we may be getting an unexpected return. I'm looking at a fire sign here. This is somebody you could have felt attracted to at one point in time. I don't know how we're feeling anymore about this. I'm seeing somebody that we were not getting along well with here. But I'm seeing that something's going to be balanced out with this person, okay? I'm getting that there are definitely a lot of feelings of passion intertwined in whatever this is, okay? I'm being very drawn toward the sunflowers here. Maybe you feel like this person has, I'm hearing a sunny disposition. Maybe when they're in a mode where they feel like they're being charming, something like that, okay? When you see them to be. But why are we arguing with this person? It's like you're in your head about this, whatever relationship this is. Thinking about it a lot. You could also be reflecting on past arguments that you've had, especially as Mercury is in retrograde. This is all about having those thoughts about past relationships, regardless of the manner of these relationships, okay? It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic. It can be with somebody you're related to, as in family, people that you're close with, all of that, among many other things. Mercury retrograde is not solely in relationship to our relationships with other beings. It's also about things related to Mercury, like short distance travel, and I'm hearing transmission, maybe something going on with somebody's car. It can also affect cars and vehicles, modes of transportation, communication, bigly, which this is also interesting too, is that we may be like really stuck in our heads about like some sort of argument, disagreement, or maybe for some of us, I'm getting that this was repetitive with this person. It was like, how many things do we need to bring up to be resolved, or how many arguments are we going to get into? I'm seeing something along the lines of that, okay? And maybe you feel like it came from this person. Maybe you are feeling like this person was the one that, I don't know, maybe because of the way that you guys came together with your personalities, there were things that were clashing, but it was like definitely coming from both sides, okay? Or maybe you wanted there to be peace and you felt like this person kept doing things. We're gonna get further along, but yeah, I'm looking at the Queen of Wands here. It does not have to be a fire sign. This would be somebody presenting with that archetype of energy, okay? This was somebody that, the female, feminine, doesn't have to be female, feminine aspects. This is like somebody warm, somebody inviting, can be a Leo, Sag, Aries. Again, doesn't have to be. We all have every single archetype of energy within our charts. this is somebody that would be charming, somebody generally attractive, somebody you feel, I'm hearing mesmerized by. So maybe one point in time, if not still feeling like that in your head about working with this person. I'm looking at Leo at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing frozen in time. I'm seeing us having some sort of interaction with them, but I'm getting that the reason for us not being in a settled place with this person is because you don't feel trusting of them. And it seems like it's for a good reason. It looks like when we were working with them, they were taking advantage in some sort of way, okay? I'm also hearing not listening. Like maybe you feel like this person wasn't listening to you. It's almost like at one point in time, you felt like they were somebody that you could like exchange ideas with, like exchange energy with, in a way where it was like you felt like they were seeing eye to eye with you, like you could have settled discussions with them, and you felt like you could work well with this person, maybe build things together, things along those lines. Because I'm seeing it being like one person takes a turn and then the other person takes a turn, and like we have this very like symbiotic relationship with this person, and then it turns taciturn, you know? It's like I'm seeing 3 people here. Maybe there was a friend involved in whatever this was, not for everybody. This can also be a spirit guide too, I'm seeing, because I'm seeing 3 people and then 3 people, or at least 3 energies here that I'm looking at. And then it's like all of a sudden this collaboration with this person, this exchange of energy, these times where we're hanging out with this person, it's like all of a sudden now, sorry about that, all of a sudden now somebody's taking advantage. Again, somebody's not listening. It's like somebody wants to have their shadow be running the game now, and now you don't feel trusting of this individual, okay? I'm seeing some sort of form, plan, communication, something like this. This person could be at a distance from you. I'm seeing them maybe figuring out where they're traveling to next. Interesting. Maybe they're taking some sort of trip. They're pondering some sort of communication with you here. This is why this is coming up. I'm getting that this relationship has been within the last 5 years up until this point. That doesn't mean you have to be in contact with this person the whole time, but it means that it can be a relationship that, or you've known them for like 5 years, something around that. I'm also getting 3 and 2. I'm looking at the High Priestess popping out. You know why you're in your head about working with this person. Because you don't trust them. Again, this is like, regardless of how attracted you feel to somebody here, regardless of how charming they can be, there's a reason why you're feeling what you're feeling. And this is really the time that you want to be tuning into your senses and being like, you know, the 8 of Swords in this spread, it's reminding me of when we are in a place where you almost don't want to listen to what your intuition is telling you, or you're like, I don't know why I'm so in my head about this, or like, it wasn't that bad. This is the point of like almost gaslighting yourself here. And it's like, when we tune into our intuition, you know, this is bringing up something as well. What we believe, this is a tendency that all of us have. It's a bias, okay, known like in a psychological setting. When you want to believe somebody or something, you are more likely to believe that. So if you don't want to believe that somebody has shady character or they're up to something, then you are going to believe, at least in the front of your brain, convince yourself that this person's being honest with you. However, we get stuck in our heads when we don't want to listen to our intuition because we'd rather believe in a lie. You know what I mean? And I mean, Aquarius, I feel like we're constantly searching for the truth here and wanting to get to the bottom of things with people, because ultimately you want to have a relationship that doesn't feel strained, that doesn't feel restricted. And I'm seeing that even though we may feel passionately towards this person, there's something that's not right here, and something we're being guided to really pay attention to tune into. And it's like, maybe you felt at one point like you liked the friction or the tension of like getting into arguments with this person, like, oh, they really care about me, they're willing to fight with me, something like that. And now it's like it's unpleasant, and we're also facing a fact here and being like, yeah, there is passion, but there's something else going on here and it doesn't look good. It looks shady. That's the word that I keep getting here. It's like somebody's being secretive, they're not being upfront. This is why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And if you really tune into what your intuition is telling you, that's what is going to be revealed to you. Like, you have put yourself in this place where it's like you feel tied up. You don't want to look at something that you need to look at. And this has to do with your thought process here, and it has to do with communication, arguments. It's like wanting to go back and pick through the pieces to understand what this Five of Swords really is. And it's something unsettling. I'm getting this strongly. And I'm getting this vibe from this reading here, like the energy that I'm seeing. It's almost like if you take away the Five of Swords, you would have a very playful dynamic with this person, something very passionate, something where like you guys could have been like play fighting, or just like that type of dynamic where you feel close with somebody, where you get along with them, where you can be like competitive, maybe in a healthy way with them. But it's like, that's not all that's there. What I'm looking at here is something that goes deeper than that, and it has to do with this person's character and the light or lack thereof that they're living in currently at this point in time. And maybe it's something that they're coming to realize about their personality, about their behavior, okay? And it's something that we recognize and we're being guided to consciously recognize at this point in time. Because you're popping out as the High Priestess. You know what's up. This is all about you prioritizing yourself and your mental health. This is feeling very twin flame to me. Yeah, look at you. You need to get away from this person. You want a new beginning. When you tune in to your High Priestess, which is all about, I'm hearing high quality intuition. When you tap into this, and it is not tainted by anything else, meaning when you have, I'm hearing clairvoyance. It's like when you can see very clearly, understand, perceive very clearly what your intuition is telling you here, is telling you that it's time to go it alone with something here. And that's actually where you're being guided, what you want to be starting. And it's going to put you more in touch with your intuition, where you may be able to grasp more tightly very particular gifts that you have. Maybe things that, because you're kind of blocking your intuition by staying in whatever this is, you're not aware of at this point in time. You're going to be making progress here. Again, I'm getting something about this person may be reaching out to you. For some, they could have already reached out to you. But I'm seeing them almost exiting the picture, where they might be leaving, and I'm seeing you traveling here somewhere. And this doesn't need to mean physically traveling somewhere. I'm seeing you making progress. Excuse me. I'm seeing you making progress here with listening to your intuition, what your intuition is telling you, deciding that you're going to break apart from whatever this is, and that it's time for you to isolate yourself to some degree, because you no longer want to be around this person's behavior and their energy. And I'm seeing you actually separating yourself now from this person. For some of us, this can be something that we've already moved through, and now we're putting a spotlight on the progress we've made. For others, I'm getting that we're still in a spot where we may be, I'm hearing indicating contact with this person, maybe considering contact with this person, okay? You're like, I don't know, I still feel very passionately about it, but I'm seeing for a lot of us, we've actually broken away because we're now able to recognize where this person is currently. And you know what? When we deal with the Five of Swords energy, we can talk for days about this person did this to me and whatever, but ultimately at the end of the day, how you treat other people, how they treat you is how they treat themselves, you know? How you treat other people is how you treat yourself. So if you have somebody that you're dealing with that's, I'm hearing obsessive. If you have somebody that's deceptive, that has like dark energy traits, okay, something that they're involved with, things that are going on with them, it's ultimately a reflection of where they are mentally. You know, you have somebody that's dishonest with you, they're ultimately dishonest with themselves. And it's not ever about you, it's not ever personal, you know? When somebody is able to deal with the ego space and do that shadow work that they need to do, which we are never done with shadow work. We are constantly, you never get to a point where you're like, oh, I'm all healed, I don't have to do any personal work. You can make progress with that and have like little fine-tuned things that you need to touch up on, but yeah, we're constantly growing, constantly unlearning things, constantly expanding and all of that. And so yeah, it's really important to recognize where people are and understand what's going to be good for you to have around you in your energetic space. Because even if you recognize that somebody you've been hanging out with has a tendency to lie or do things that you feel like don't carry light with it, we end up assuming the energy of who we spend our time with and who we energetically exchange with subconsciously, inadvertently, okay? These are things that end up affecting your energy. So that's why it's important, because when you tune into your intuition, it tells you that you need to remove yourself from these spaces as much as you can, as much as you're able to, you know? So if you have the choice to be around somebody like this or not, even if you're like, well, I wouldn't do that, but I still care about them, it's like, this is going to end up affecting you. You end up getting dragged down by it, and it's not a joke. You really do. You have cords with this person now. So energetically, they're affecting your energy, okay? Really driving the point home here, Aquarius. So yeah. So when you decide that you want to listen to your intuition, you are going to be starting this new venture, okay? And I'm seeing this being a focus like on you here. It's almost like we need to recognize this situation that we're in and then put the focus back on ourselves here to make the decision that's going to be the best, meaning healthiest for us, okay? I'm getting that our moon sign is going to be significant in something for us. Whatever that means. I'm channeling, guys. Yeah, I'm seeing us starting something new. Starting a new venture, a new project, new direction with something. Something that's just beginning. I'm hearing fresh ideas. I'm seeing some of us like changing up our style, like the ways that we dress. I was looking at Uranus and I was looking at the moon here in this spread. So yeah, I'm seeing us changing something up. I'm getting in touch with our creativity here, okay? Learning new skills. Uncovering things that we feel passionately about, okay? I'm seeing us being very well prepared for whatever direction this is that we want to be moving into, and I'm seeing us feeling guided as well. I'm looking at the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Maybe you feel like you want to start something new that's in touch with spirituality. I know I've said this before, but the Hierophant speaks on Taurus, which can touch on the ways that we make money. Taurus is about security, comfort, all of that. And it also represents the 9th house, which is Sagittarius, which can touch on religion, philosophy, higher learning. It's like the things that, especially tied with the Page of Wands here, it's like what you have passion for, what you want to, I'm hearing discover. I'm seeing you being very focused on something that you feel passionately about. It's like getting to a point where you're uncovering the things that you want to be spending your time and energy on, and then like just focusing solely on this project, activity, something like that, okay? I'm seeing that it's going to be taking you places, whatever this thing is that I'm hearing you love. You feel really in touch with yourself and with your creativity when you're participating in whatever this thing is. And I'm seeing it leading to the Chariot, which is something that's going to be a catalyst for you to get to a place where you want to go, whether that's physically or that's like in your career or with your creativity, personal progress. And I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is something that's going to bring you an ideal amount of security here. Something you've been looking to do. I'm seeing that it's actually going to be putting you in touch with somebody. I'm seeing you almost getting to the point of meeting somebody here. It's like through whatever project this is or endeavor that you want to be focusing on that you feel passionately about. I'm seeing a strike of lightning here. It's like this is going to carry you actually to be meeting up with somebody that you feel attracted to on a big deep level, okay? They may be a step up from you, step above. They may be some sort of mentor, something like that. It's like somebody that when they look at you, they see you as being like a younger version of themselves with something here. This is somebody that's really worked for the position that they've stepped into, and somebody that maybe someone well known for their craft. Again, I'm seeing this as being somebody somebody that's been in whatever field that your passion is within, okay? And somebody that's going to look at you and be like, you remind me of me when I was younger, something like that. This is so specific. This person may be taking you under their wing. They may be traveling to you. You may be traveling to them. Or you have some sort of contact. I'm seeing there be parallels between you and this individual here. There may be something with like your personal style as well. It's like something within your energy, whether this is something physical or beyond that, again, that reminds them of themselves, whoever this older person is. And they see that you're dedicated with what you're working on as well. Wow, guys. This is a wish fulfillment. You guys are definitely going to be very grateful for coming into contact with each other and also feel like this is something destined, like you guys were definitely meant to come together. Very cool. You guys may release some sort of project together. It's like something that's going to... I'm seeing you guys working on something together, okay? Something that is going to... It's like you're working to make some sort of idea, project, something that grows. You want to make this thing mobile, okay? And I'm seeing you guys getting ready to release this publicly in a way where you're bringing some sort of truth, news. I'm hearing news travels fast, some sort of news. You're going to release some sort of project with this person. And it's to bring light to situations like this can be it carries some sort of like information, correct information that you want to be spreading, that you want to be giving. It's something that's meant to be enlightening and helpful to those around you, whatever this is. I feel like we're on a build your own adventure here. Yeah, this is something karmically meant to happen. You releasing this project, I'm seeing that it's going to bring, I'm looking at Jupiter coming out here. Focusing on this project may also help you with something going on emotionally with you, okay? You may end up feeling like this person is kind of, like you guys kind of adopt each other in a way. It's like they become your family. Something along the lines of that. Or again, you felt like you were meant to meet with this person. And I'm seeing that you guys are going to work on something together. And I'm getting that whatever this thing is that you release, you were definitely meant to be doing this with this person in a way where it feels destined, whatever this is. I'm seeing you feeling a little bit nervous about releasing this when you get to that point, but you're going to. I'm seeing you guys also being able to encourage each other in a way. Like maybe your energy feeds off each other well, like it works well together. Okay? And I'm seeing us ending here with the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about Jupiter, expansion. I'm hearing good news. It's stuff that, it's like, it's hope. It's when you go into situations and you're like thinking about all of the possibilities. It's optimism. Jupiter rules Sag and also co-rules Pisces as well. And I'm also looking at the Chariot, which is Cancer. Which is another thing with the moon here, because I was looking at the High Priestess as well. Very interesting, guys. We are going to end it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for being here. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.